We're diving into the fascinating story of the 1976 D. Kennedy half dollar, a coin that's not just part of history but could also be worth an astounding $1.5 million. Stay tuned, and I'll tell you exactly what to look for. Welcome back, coin enthusiasts. If you're between 35 and 75 and love discovering treasures hidden in plain sight, you're in the right place. Whether you're a seasoned collector or just curious about what's jingling in your pocket, today's story about the 1976 D. Kennedy half dollar will blow your mind. Let's rewind to 1976. It was a time of celebration. The United States was marking its 200th birthday, the bicentennial. To honor this historic occasion, the U.S. Mint released special bicentennial coins, including the Kennedy half dollar. But what made these coins unique? The obverse features the classic profile of President John F. Kennedy, a symbol of hope and progress. But look at the reverse. It's a special bicentennial design showcasing Independence Hall in Philadelphia and the dates 1776 to 1976. This replaced the usual presidential seal, making these coins instantly recognizable. And here's the key. The D Mint mark signifies it was minted in Denver. Over 287 million were struck, but only a tiny fraction hold the secrets to their staggering value. So, why is one of these coins worth $1.5 million? It all comes down to rare errors, high-grade conditions, and collectors' demand. Let me explain. First, coin grading is critical. The most valuable coins are in mint state condition, meaning they appear as if they just left the mint. A 1976 D. Kennedy half dollar graded MS 70, an absolutely flawless coin, could fetch millions at auction. But wait, there's more. Some of these coins feature rare mint errors. For instance, a double die on the obverse or reverse can send the value skyrocketing. Even an off-center strike could mean big bucks. And here's the kicker. In 2019, a 1976 D. Kennedy half dollar sold for $1.5 million at auction. What made it so special? A combination of pristine condition and an ultra-rare error that made it one of a kind. Now, let's talk about how you can spot a potential fortune in your collection. Here are 3 steps you should take. Look below Kennedy's neck. If you see a D, you're on the right track. No mint mark. It was minted in Philadelphia, but those are generally less valuable for this year. Examine the coin closely. Use a magnifying glass or microscope to look for doubling, misalignments, or unusual features on the design. Even subtle errors could mean big money. If your coin looks pristine or has an error, send it to a professional grading service like PCGS or NGC. A certified grade can drastically increase its value. Okay, so you think you have a valuable 1976 D. Kennedy half dollar. Now what? Here's how you can sell it for top dollar. Major auction houses like Heritage Auctions or Stack's Bowers are ideal for rare and valuable coins. They connect you with serious collectors. Platforms like eBay or Etsy can also be great, but beware of scammers. Always work with trusted buyers. Visit a local coin shop or a coin show to get an appraisal and sell directly. Networking with other collectors can lead to surprising opportunities. The 1976 D. Kennedy half dollar is more than just a piece of change. It's a piece of history and, for some lucky collectors, a life-changing treasure. So, check your old coin jars, boxes, or even your family's collection. You never know what you might find. We're diving into the fascinating history of the 1977 Kennedy half dollar. This coin holds a special place in American history, and for a select few, it could be worth an astonishing $1.2 million. Stick around, because by the end of this video, you'll learn what makes these coins so valuable and how to spot a hidden treasure in your collection. The Kennedy half dollar was first introduced in 1964, following the tragic assassination of President John F. Kennedy. It was meant as a tribute to one of the most beloved presidents in American history. Over the years, the coin became a symbol of hope and unity, cherished by collectors and everyday Americans alike. By 1977, the Kennedy half dollar had already become a staple of U.S. coinage, though fewer people were using it for everyday transactions. The 1977 Kennedy half dollar was minted in 2 locations: Philadelphia, and Denver. Both versions are made of a copper-nickel-clad composition, as silver was phased out after 1970. While most of these coins are common and worth only their face value, a few have extraordinary characteristics that send their value into the stratosphere. Let's take a closer look at the design. The obverse features the iconic profile of President Kennedy, designed by Gilroy Roberts. The reverse displays the presidential seal, crafted by Frank Gasparro. These designs have remained consistent, making it easy to identify Kennedy half dollars. In 1977, over 234 million Kennedy half dollars were minted, 43.5 million in Denver, marked with a D mint mark, and 90.8 million in Philadelphia, with no mint mark. So, what makes a 1977 Kennedy half dollar worth $1.2 million? The answer lies in rarity, condition, and unique errors. First, let's talk about condition. Most coins from this era have been heavily circulated, showing wear and tear. However, an uncirculated coin graded at MS-68 or higher by a professional grading service is exceedingly rare. In fact, only a handful exist in this pristine condition. Next, mint errors. Coins with significant errors, like a double die or off-center strike, can be worth thousands of dollars. Combine an error with a high-grade condition, and you're looking at a jackpot. One example is a 1977 Kennedy half dollar with a dramatic double die obverse. Collectors will pay a premium for such unique features, especially if the coin is in near-perfect condition. Now, let's talk about how you can identify a potentially valuable 1977 Kennedy half dollar in your collection. Here are a few tips. Look for the D mint mark for Denver coins. If there's no mint mark, it's from Philadelphia. Inspect for errors. Use a magnifying glass or microscope to check for doubling, die cracks, or off-center strikes. The less wear and tear, the better. Coins with sharp details and minimal scratches are more valuable. Genuine Kennedy half dollars weigh 11.34 grams. Significant deviations could indicate an error or counterfeit. If you think you've found a rare coin, consider sending it to a professional grading service like PCGS or NGC. A verified grade can significantly increase your coin's value. The 1977 Kennedy half dollar is a fascinating piece of American history, and for a lucky few, it could be a life-changing find. Whether you're a seasoned collector or just starting out, always keep an eye on your pocket change. Who knows? You might just uncover a coin worth $1.2 million. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell for more exciting coin discoveries. We're diving into the 1997 D. Kennedy half dollar. Could this humble coin, minted in Denver, be worth a staggering $1.2 million? Stay tuned to find out why collectors are going crazy for this rare piece, and how you might have one sitting in your collection. The Kennedy half dollar was first introduced in 1964, following the tragic assassination of President John F. Kennedy. It became an instant favorite among Americans, symbolizing hope and unity during a difficult time. But by the 1990s, these coins had largely disappeared from everyday circulation. Why? Well, they were often hoarded by collectors and rarely used in commerce. Still, the U.S. Mint continued producing them, and the 1997 D. Kennedy half dollar was no exception. The D mint mark on these coins signifies they were minted in Denver. In 1997, over 19 million Kennedy half dollars were struck at this facility. While most were ordinary coins, a few extraordinary pieces managed to slip through the cracks. Coins that now command jaw-dropping prices at auctions. So, what makes these coins so special? Let's find out. Not all 1997 D. Kennedy half dollars are worth a fortune. Most are valued between 50 cents and a few dollars, depending on their condition. However, some coins have unique features that make them stand out. Coins graded as MS-70 or Mint State Perfect are the gold standard for collectors. These coins show no signs of wear, scratches, or imperfections, even under magnification. Some 1997 D. Kennedy half dollars have rare minting errors, such as off-center strikes, double dies, or planchet flaws. These errors occur during production and make the coin incredibly desirable. One particular 1997 D. Kennedy half dollar sold for a record-breaking $1.2 million at auction. This coin was in pristine condition, graded MS-70, and featured a rare double-die error on the obverse. It also had an impeccable provenance, adding to its mystique and value. So, how can you determine if your 1997 D. Kennedy half-dollar is a rare gem? Here are 3 simple steps. Look for the D mint mark on the reverse side of the coin, just below the olive branch. Use a magnifying glass or microscope to examine the coin for doubling on the text or Kennedy's profile. Pay close attention to the words Liberty and In God We Trust. If you suspect your coin is special, send it to a professional grading service like PCGS or NGC. They'll assign it a grade and confirm its authenticity. Now let's talk money. The value of a 1997 D. Kennedy half-dollar depends on its condition and rarity. Worth around 50 cents to $1. Typically sell for $10 to $20. Can fetch thousands or even millions of dollars. Remember, the $1.2 million coin was an exceptional case. While it's rare, it proves that treasures can still be found in the most unexpected places. We're uncovering the story behind one of the most intriguing coins in American history, the 1971 P. Kennedy half-dollar. Could you have one sitting in your collection that's worth $1.3 million? Stick around, and let's find out. Let's start with a bit of history. The Kennedy half-dollar was first introduced in 1964, following the tragic assassination of President John F. Kennedy. Americans were eager to honor their beloved president, and the coin quickly became a symbol of national pride. By 1971, the U.S. Mint made a significant change. The Kennedy half-dollar transitioned from being partially silver to a copper-nickel-clad composition, due to the rising cost of silver. The 1971 P half-dollar was one of the first coins minted under this new standard at the Philadelphia Mint, and millions were produced. But here's where things get interesting. Most 1971 P Kennedy half-dollars were struck in copper-nickel. However, a tiny number of these coins were accidentally minted on leftover 40% silver planchets, the same type of metal used for earlier Kennedy half-dollars from 1965 to 1970. These rare error coins are nearly impossible to identify with the naked eye, but they're out there. The key difference lies in their weight and sound. The silver planchets make the coin slightly heavier, 11.5 grams compared to the standard 11.34 grams. Plus, when dropped, they make a distinct ringing sound that copper-nickel coins don't. Now let's talk about value. Most 1971 P Kennedy half-dollars are worth face value, just 50 cents. But if you find one of these rare error coins struck on a silver planchet, you could be holding a small fortune. In 2021, one of these error coins sold at auction for an astonishing $1.3 million. So why the high value? It's all about rarity and demand. Coin collectors are willing to pay top dollar for errors like this because they're so scarce, and they tell an incredible story about the mint's production process. Look for the 1971 date and ensure there's no mint mark, indicating it's from Philadelphia. Use a precision scale to check if it weighs around 11.5 grams. This could indicate a silver planchet. Gently drop the coin on a hard surface and listen for a high-pitched ring. And if you think you've found a match, take your coin to a professional grader or numismatist to verify its authenticity. Finding a 1971 P Kennedy half-dollar on a silver planchet is like hitting the jackpot. But even if you don't have one, this coin represents a fascinating piece of American history. So, go ahead and check your old collections. You never know what treasures might be hiding. Did you know that a simple Kennedy half-dollar from 1973 could make you a millionaire? That's right. One of these coins was sold for an unbelievable $1.40 million at auction. How is that even possible? Let's dive into the fascinating history, value, and what makes this coin so special. The Kennedy half-dollar was first minted in 1964 to honor the late President John F. Kennedy, following his tragic assassination. It became an instant icon, cherished by collectors and everyday Americans alike. But what about the 1973 version of this coin? Why is it so significant? In 1973, the U.S. Mint produced the Kennedy half-dollar in 3 varieties: Philadelphia, Denver, and the San Francisco proof version. While it wasn't made of silver, this coin still holds incredible historical value and, in rare cases, can be worth a fortune. It's made of copper nickel, not silver. By this time, the US had transitioned from using silver in most circulating coins. The obverse features the iconic portrait of President Kennedy by sculptor Gilroy Roberts. The reverse showcases the presidential seal designed by Frank Gasparo. The Philadelphia and Denver versions were minted for circulation, while the San Francisco version was struck as a proof coin for collectors. But how does a coin with millions of copies minted fetch over $1 million at auction? The answer lies in rarity and condition. Not all 1973 Kennedy half dollars are created equal. The one that sold for $1.4 million was no ordinary coin. It was a perfect specimen, graded as MS-70 by professional grading services like PCGS or NGC. This means the coin was flawless under magnification, a true rarity for coins intended for circulation. Additionally, this coin had exceptional luster, sharp details, and no signs of wear. It's believed to have been specially handled and preserved, making it a one-of-a-kind treasure for collectors. Coins in uncirculated condition, graded MS-60 and above, can fetch hundreds or even thousands of dollars. Look for rare minting errors like double dies, off-center strikes, or clipped planchets. These errors make coins incredibly desirable to collectors. The 1973 S-proof coin, especially in pristine condition, is a favorite among collectors. Check the coin's mint mark. Coins with a D or S mint mark might be worth more than the Philadelphia version. Inspect the coin's condition. If it looks uncirculated, it could be worth grading by a professional service. Research recent auction results to gauge its potential value. Websites like Heritage Auctions or PCGS Price Guide are great resources. Sell your coin through reputable dealers or auction houses to maximize your profit. The Kennedy half dollar remains a beloved piece of American numismatic history. Whether you're a seasoned collector or just starting out, coins like the 1973 Kennedy half dollar remind us of the fascinating stories hidden in our pocket change. Who knows? You might just have a treasure worth millions sitting in your collection. We're diving into one of the most fascinating coins in U.S. history, the 1998 P. Kennedy half dollar. This coin may look ordinary at first glance, but did you know that one of these coins sold for an astounding $1.3 million? Yes, you heard that right, over $1 million for a half dollar. In this video, we'll uncover the history of the Kennedy half dollar, explore what makes this 1998 P coin so valuable, and tell you how to identify if you might have one hiding in your collection. So, grab your magnifying glasses and let's get started. The Kennedy half dollar was first introduced in 1964, just a year after the tragic assassination of President John F. Kennedy. This coin was created as a tribute to one of the most beloved presidents in American history. The design, featuring Kennedy's profile on the obverse and the presidential seal on the reverse, was an instant hit. In fact, the demand was so high in its first year that people hoarded these coins, thinking they'd become rare treasures of the future. Fast forward to 1998, and the Kennedy half dollar was still in circulation, but it had lost its initial silver content. By then, the coins were being minted in a copper-nickel-clad composition, making them less desirable for collectors, or so it seemed. Now, let's get to the juicy part. Why on earth would a 1998 P. Kennedy half dollar sell for $1.3 million? This particular coin was a prototype, a test coin created by the U.S. Mint. It wasn't meant for public circulation. Known as a special strike or experimental strike, this coin was struck using highly polished dies, giving it a mirror-like finish. What's even more fascinating is that these coins were not supposed to leave the U.S. Mint. Yet, somehow, one managed to escape into the hands of a collector. In 2019, this unique 1998 P half dollar was put up for auction and sold for an eye-popping $1.3 million. This sale set a record for Kennedy half dollars and sparked a renewed interest in the series. So, how can you tell if you have one of these million-dollar coins? First, check the mint mark. It should have a P for the Philadelphia Mint, located on the obverse side right below Kennedy's neck. Second, examine the finish of the coin. If it has a highly polished, mirror-like appearance, it could be a special strike. You'll also want to look for any signs of being an experimental coin, unusual features, sharp details, or unique textures. Lastly, consider sending your coin to a professional grading service like PCGS or NGC. They can verify if your coin is the real deal. Remember, the standard 1998 P. Kennedy half dollars are worth only face value unless they are in mint condition or have a unique error. While the $1.3 million 1998 P is extraordinary, there are other valuable Kennedy half dollars you should keep an eye out for. The 1964 SMS, Special Mint Set, Kennedy half dollar, worth tens of thousands of dollars. Error coins, like the 1970 D double die or missing clad layer coins, can also fetch impressive prices at auctions. These rarities prove that the Kennedy half dollar series is full of surprises, even decades after they were minted. And there you have it, the incredible story of the 1998 P. Kennedy half dollar that sold for $1.3 million. Whether you're a seasoned collector or just getting started, this story shows that even the most unassuming coins can hold extraordinary value. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to hit the like button and subscribe for more coin collecting tips, history, and stories. And let us know in the comments. Do you have any Kennedy half dollars in your collection? Who knows? You might be holding on to a treasure. Could a simple 1990 P. Kennedy half dollar hiding in your change be worth a jaw-dropping $1.3 million? Yes, you heard that right. In today's video, we're diving deep into the history of this iconic coin, uncovering what makes it so valuable, and showing you what to look for in your collection. The history of the Kennedy half dollar. The Kennedy half dollar was introduced in 1964, just months after the tragic assassination of President John F. Kennedy. Designed as a tribute to one of America's most beloved presidents, the coin instantly became a symbol of hope and remembrance. The design was the work of Gilroy Roberts, who crafted Kennedy's profile for the obverse, and Frank Gasparo, who designed the presidential seal on the reverse. Over the years, the Kennedy half dollar became a collector's favorite, even as its circulation dwindled. Fast forward to 1990, when the Philadelphia Mint struck over 24 million Kennedy half dollars. While this might sound like a common coin, there's something extraordinary about one specific 1990 P coin that could make it worth millions. What makes the 1990 P Kennedy half dollar worth $1.3 million? So what's the big deal? It all comes down to errors, rarity, and demand. A particular 1990 P Kennedy half dollar made headlines when it sold for $1.3 million. Why? Because of a rare minting error that occurred during production. One of the most notable errors on this coin is a double die obverse. This means that parts of the design, like Kennedy's profile or the date, appear slightly doubled. These errors are incredibly rare and sought after by collectors. Another factor is its immaculate condition. Coins graded as MS 67 or higher by grading services like PCGS or NGC can fetch astronomical prices. But it's not just about the error. The coin's pristine state, with no scratches or wear, added to its desirability, making it a record-breaking piece. Now, here's the fun part: how you can find one of these rare coins. Start by grabbing a magnifying glass or a jeweler's loupe and inspecting your Kennedy half dollars closely. Focus on Kennedy's profile, the date, and the word Liberty. No scratches, nicks, or wear marks. These are often discovered by accident. Even if you don't find the million-dollar coin, error coins or high-grade Kennedy half dollars can still fetch hundreds or even thousands of dollars at auctions. Understanding coin grading and value. If you think you've found a valuable coin, the next step is to get it professionally graded. This ensures that collectors and investors know exactly what they're getting. A top-grade 1990 P Kennedy half dollar with a unique error could make you the next big name in the coin collecting world. Imagine putting your coin up for auction and watching the bids climb into the 6- or 7-figure range. It's every collector's dream. Tips for collecting Kennedy half dollars: they're affordable and fun to search through. These can appreciate significantly over time. Use coin holders or albums to prevent damage. And remember, coin collecting is about more than just money. It's about the stories these little pieces of history can tell. Don't miss your chance. So, could a 1990 P Kennedy half dollar in your pocket be worth $1.3 million? It's possible. Check your coins, Inspect them carefully, and who knows, you might just strike gold. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell so you never miss another exciting coin discovery. And as always,